plant or pet. Chaos. So last month, my roommate Jamie and I finally moved into our new apartment, and like any responsible tenants, we tried to read the lease. But the only part Jamie seemed to care about was the line, "No pets allowed." She sighed dramatically and mumbled something about missing her emotional support hamster, but promptly declared we'd have to settle for a low-maintenance companion. 2 days later, she came home with a tiny succulent in a pot, plopped it on the windowsill, and introduced it as Bark Twain. I didn't get it at first, but apparently that's what happens when you want a dog but settle for a plant. At first, Bark Twain seemed like any other succulent, quiet, unobtrusive, thriving on neglect. Jamie would occasionally water it while narrating classic Mark Twain quotes in a southern accent, which I thought was mildly concerning, but ultimately harmless. But then weird things started happening. Our Wi-Fi started dropping at random times, Netflix would buffer endlessly, and the router's online light blinked like it was trying to send us Morse code for help. After a week of this, I decided to investigate. I traced the cable from the router behind the TV, only to find it had been completely severed, with little tooth-mark-looking indentations around the edges. When I confronted Jamie, she just stared at Bark Twain and said, "I always knew he had a wild side." We tried to explain it away, maybe a mouse, maybe a rogue Roomba, but every time we fixed the cable, it would get chewed again, always right next to the plant. Finally, after the third replacement cable, Jamie looked at me dead serious and said, "I guess that's what we get for adopting a succulent." And that's when I realized, the only thing more dangerous than a dog with a bone is a plant with a bite.